Good morning. Today is June 25th, 2009, and you're tuned in to HurricaneFury.com. Here's the latest on your tropical weather for the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean. There is actually an area of interest to me this morning in the Gulf of Mexico and in the Caribbean. One of the interactions between a split in the Gulf of Mexico and a trough of low pressure or a tropical wave that will track into the western Caribbean during tomorrow and Saturday, and a mid-level area of circulation near Costa Rica will track north and northwest and may track into the Gulf of Mexico this weekend. The second area of interest is an impressive-looking tropical wave over the western African coast that the GFS model shows that it will develop into some type of tropical system in a couple of days in the Atlantic. So let's take a look at the interest one, which is closer to home in the Gulf of Mexico. I am closely watching the entire Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico. A surface trough boundary extends from Bahamas westward across the extreme southern Florida into the eastern half of the Gulf of Mexico. An upper level trough of low pressure that has been sitting off the U.S. East Coast for what it seems forever has split and will lift out. This will leave a piece of energy behind in the southeast Gulf of Mexico. As this happens, an area of high pressure aloft will build over the western Caribbean, and a tropical wave will track into the western Caribbean during Friday and Saturday. Also, if this isn't enough, a mid-upper level area of circulation near Costa Rica will track up through Nicaragua and Honduras today and Friday. This circulation may get pulled north and northwest across the extreme western Caribbean into the vicinity of Yucatan Peninsula this weekend, and by the way, the split in the Gulf of Mexico will be backing up southwestward into the Gulf of Campeche. These four features will cause a pretty large area of potential energy in the western Caribbean and the southern Gulf of Mexico this weekend and early next week. So the northwest Caribbean and southern Gulf of Mexico will need to be watched very closely for the potential of a tropical cyclone development this weekend and early next week. HurricaneFury.com has a live interactive hurricane tracking software. You can keep up with the latest of this development situation this weekend. Thanks again for choosing HurricaneFury.com, and we'll keep you posted.